We're now going to flip over into the service use case, and we're going to look at Joe Chappell in this case. Really creative name by me there. And we're going to be on our Commerce Cloud site at the moment in Experience Cloud. And what we're going to do is we're going to be looking at a returns journey. So what we've done here is Joe's unhappy with the size and he wants a refund for his t-shirt. But what we're doing here instead is we're automatically offering an exchange instead of a refund. We're asking for the order number, and in this case, what size we'd want for the exchange if we've got a different size. And then we're going to collect the details to make sure that we can confirm the order's correct, generate a brand new order in the background, and start the shipping and delivery process for that. But Joe doesn't know how he can return his old order. So what we're going to do here is we're going to use the knowledge functionality that we have built in to the agent. And we're going to go and pull back all the relevant information from various different knowledge articles to pull together a comprehensive answer back to Joe and make sure that all of the return information that he might need, such as the return slip being in his original package, pulling through how that works with the different couriers and where to go and take that, so that we know where we're going. So if we flip over now into the view in Salesforce as the company, we can see the original order that has been marked as delivered for Joe. And we can see that we've got the order product of the large t-shirt by the product code. And we can also see we've generated a return order out the back of that conversation, because we know that we need to pull that, and that's going to be pulled back and put back into the warehouse. We've also got the new order that's been generated. We can see that it's not been shipped yet. It's in a draft state, but we've got the new product on, which is the XL product. And that means that we can start to kick off the new ordering process and move that through. So Joe gets exactly what he wants as soon as possible. So we're going to jump into the back end now of the agent, so you can see how the reasoning engine's working. And you'll see we've got a slightly different conversation this time than we have seen before. Before I jump onto that, if we look at the central platform here, we can see in the middle is our history of all the reasoning that the agent is doing throughout the conversation. So you can see the topic that's being selected. In this case, it's exchanging inquiries. We've got a huge amount of topics on the left-hand side that it could pick from. But based on the content that we've put in, we can see that it's reasoning and pulling back the information. We've also, in this case, we're confirming the order back and making sure that we can show the original order and checking that we're happy that that's the order we want to return and what the exchange process would be there. And you'll see that what we're doing here is we're going and we're pulling information from a flow to generate a new order. And you can see all the various pieces of information on that output field based on the information we've pushed in and the context of the conversation that we've put in. So all the variables that we're generating are all being pulled from the context and dynamically stored by the agent for use later on, because it knows what actions it has and it knows what inputs need to go in, which I think is a really, really powerful way of making lots of reusable automations that you can use across the board, including making use of your existing automation structure and infrastructure to do some really powerful things with the agent. You can see here again, we've got the answering questions with knowledge, and you can see where the sources are coming from, exactly what's being pulled through. And this is really the key to making sure that everything you need to see within the agent is really, really clear. And you've got everything you need to know when you're trying to build those journeys with the agent and understand why certain actions are being made. As Ben said earlier, I think there's also a really, really powerful use case in retail for the personal shopper that's going to be coming soon. And I think you'll see a huge amount of out-of-the-box automations that are coming in. Obviously, most of that was custom at the time, but it was very, very quick and easy to build.
Thanks for that, Sam. So hopefully you can start to see how these agents can help you win more business and or save on time and costs as well. So besides the sales and service use cases that we've just seen demoed, there are so many other, possibilities with these new autonomous agents. So I think we're going to see a lot more here. Things like from helping employees to approve things, coordinate and change staff shift patterns, to employing an agent to power your marketing campaigns. I think we've only just scratched the surface of what they can do. And on this slide, what we've done is we've just put together a few quick suggested use cases that could provide some quick wins for a retail and consumer business. So the first one here, imagine if you could make every customer feel like you really understood them. I think, this is such an important thing these days. People really value customer experience, and, customers are expecting us to know them so much more. And really provide a personal service. So things like preferences, purchase history, and real-time data can all be leveraged by AI agents to suggest products that match our customers' budgets and interests, for example. I think that this would also be an excellent way to upsell upgrades and add-ons, cross-sell things that appeal to customers as well, or perhaps use it to advertise a new product launch or store opening. I don't think it's going to be too long, as Sam said earlier, before we're going to see the out-of-the-box personal shopper agent arrive. But if that's something that speaks to your business, then it's certainly worth having a look into now. And we can help you in terms of providing more information on that. The second one, perhaps you have a customer who's browsed a particular product multiple times, or they've got a historical purchase history. What if you could provide them with dynamic offers, just like you would in a marketing cadence, but actually in real time, relating to real-time data and pricing? A 2018 survey indicated that 80% of people are more likely to buy from a brand they've never used before if there is a special offer. So why not make offers completely personalized when your agent is interacting with your customers? The final example, number 3 here, we put in, it's a common frustration with customers. You often find yourself scrolling through pages of information on websites looking for what you're trying to find. So in this case, we're talking about nutritional information. Lengthy product specifications and knowledge articles are a bit of a bind to go and go through to find out exactly what makes up your product. People want to know things like they want to understand the ethics of where things were sourced from, sustainability, composition, for example, all these things. So imagine the increase in customer satisfaction if they could find out exactly all of this information that they're looking for within seconds by interacting with an agent, rather than having to navigate through pages and pages of your website and kind of coming up to essentially, potential barriers to purchase. So, by implementing an agent, we might actually, remove those barriers and help us convert more business. So I'm sure, whilst the demos have been playing and you've been seeing, some of the examples here, you've probably got lots of ideas of how this might be able to work in your business. I think, the great thing is, like Secret Escapes are doing, once you've got an agent added to your Salesforce org and you've started, you can then iterate on that. So you can add more and more topics and more tasks and actions that the agent can do over time. So it's really something that you can build on that, autonomous workforce within your business. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. And if you want to find out more about Agentforce, as we said before, please, feel free to chat to us, have one of those complimentary sessions.
Thank you ever so much, everyone. As we said, make sure to scan the QR code if you've got any questions so that you can book in a readiness workshop with us, and have a brilliant rest of the week.
Yeah, have a great day, everybody. Thank you.
Thanks all. Bye.
Bye.